Hey guys, welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And yeah, siguro quick late live lang and yan, di kasi ako makatulog. But ayun, siguro let's talk about some things lang and tingnan natin kung ano ba yung pwede natin pag-usapan natin ngayong gabi. So, binabasa ko actually yung comments niya dito sa ating live stream sa Google, dito sa YouTube. So ayan no. And the reason kung bakit din ako nag-live ngayon, gusto ko din actually i-test kasi itong yung ginagamit kong live ngayon dito sa laptop kasi ngayon ko lang siya actually tinest na ngayon ko lang actually ginamit yung live dito sa sa YouTube using this new laptop na binili ko. So gusto ko rin malaman kung ano yung binagiging galawan nitong laptop ko at ano ba yung reaction nito when it comes to this live. Pero yan, binabasa ko ngayon yung inyong comments and yan, naka-up dito ngayon. Ayan yung comments nyo. And if may questions kayo, you can actually leave them down in the description down below. But before that, let's talk about siguro a quick Bitcoin update and Bitcoin analysis. So right now, ito yung aking minomonitor talaga ngayon with the Bitcoin price. So for the time being, ito pa din yung minomonitor ko. Yung update ko kaninang hapon, which is itong falling wedge. Yung pa din yung minomonitor ko dito with the Bitcoin price. And on top of that, you can see na meron din tayong bullish divergence forming within the 4-hour time frame. So traditionally, bullish divergence is a bullish pattern to the upside. And yung mga ganitong type of pattern, ang traditional target niya ay usually itong top of the wedge, which is the previous high, which is around the 42.4K up until the 42.7K. So right now, yun yung aking minomonitor pa din, and as you can see, this is in the 4-hour time frame. So medyo mabagal tong galawan na to. So in this case, you have to be very patient sa ganitong movement. And in order for us to confirm this breakout talaga, kasi this movement actually nakita pa na natin ngayon, this is a swing tradable opportunity within the support and resistances for the time being. Pero the moment na makita tayo ng breakout, then dun talaga may pinakamalakihan trade na pwede natin i-take advantage. And take note, in order for us to confirm that move, kailangan natin ng buy volume, di ba? Pero ayun, let's talk about different things ngayon dito with Bitcoin and tingnan natin yung mga comments nyo as well as yung ito. So, mandami ko nakita actually na nag-request ng GMT. Pwede natin pag-usapan sa GMT. And siguro, let's do a quick update. Let's do a quick look with GMT. So, siguro mamaya, papakita ko din sa inyo itong logarithmic growth curve. Ano ba yung nangyayari ngayon doon. And ito yung dahilan kung bakit, for me, on track pa din tayo sa Bitcoin despite of this latest movement. Matagal ko nang sinasabi sa inyo na on track pa din si Bitcoin and papakita ko dito siya mamaya. Pero let's talk about GMT quickly and let's try to look at GMT. Let's try to look at the Binance chart. I think nagkaroon din ng massive green candle dito kay GMT. Let's try to look at this. And ito yung nakikita natin kay GMT. Kay Binance lang ba siya nakalist? Let's try to check FTX. No, FTX luma. Baguhan lang din. Bybit. Let's try to compare Bybit with Binance. Mukhang mas maraming kay Binance. So, let's monitor this with Binance. So, as you can see, nagkakaroon tayo dito ng massive move kay GMT and nagkakaroon tayo ng buy volume in the 4-hour time frame. Pero ano ba, ito yung mga, dito nahihirapan yung mga karamihan sa mga baguhan sa traders eh. Gusto nila malaman kung ano ba yung magiging next target ng mga ganitong movement. At usually, if baguhan ka sa crypto market, di mo naman alam. Syempre, may iba, hula analysis na lang ginagawa nila na sabi nila, oh, aakitin hanggang $5, $10, $11, or so on. Ito yung mga hindi nila alam na pwede nilang gawin when it comes to these trading strategies. So number one, ang pinakang pwede mong gawin talaga dito is by looking at the Fibonacci Retracement. And Fibonacci Retracement is a very useful tool when it comes to understanding different support and resistances. And the reason why they play out, it's because it's a psychological support and resistance na tinitingnan ng karamihan. So, in order for you to draw a Fibonacci retracement, all you have to do is to draw from the previous high to the lowest low. And then yan, makikita mo yung ating support and resistances. And on top of that, makikita mo din yung next targets niya, which is, ayan o. So, pag-usapan natin yung mga support and resistances ngayon dito kay GMT. So as you can see right now, meron tayong malaking resistance around the 3.41 US dollars. And 3.41 US dollars is actually a crucial resistance dito na kailangan natin siya pa-break in order for us to see a massive movement to the upside. Which is, yun nga, nagkaroon na tayo ng massive movement to the upside. So ayun o, nagkaroon na resisted once, twice, thrice, and then nung breakout natin, saka lang tayo nakita ng movement to the upside. Pero what is next for GMT? Let's try to look at the RSI. RSI is indicating na overbought na tayo ngayon. So that is a good selling opportunity at this area. So right now, it's actually telling us na it's actually a selling opportunity for the hourly time frame. Pero if you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame, siguro it's also a selling opportunity. But for the time being, there are no signs of a trend reversal for the 4-hour time frame. Siguro if ang nangyari dito, if let's say sa daily, let's try to look at this in the daily. Sa daily, siguro may mga bearish signals tayo. Ito. Sa daily kasi, you can see na even though na GMT is consistently increasing, paakit pa din ng paakit si GMT. You can see na the RSI is rapidly declining. So, in that case, whenever na the RSI is rapidly declining, that is a signal of a bearish reversal or bearish divergence in the coming days. Pero since that is in the daily time frame, medyo matagal pa siya bago mag-play out. Ang maganda lang dyan is para maging handa ka if ever na mag-play out. If biglang bumagsak, at least alam mong nakita mo na tong movement in the daily time frame. Pero when it comes to the 4-hour time frame, wala tayong signs of a bearish reversal pa. When it comes to the very short term, I think ang pinaka-resistance niya ngayon is the 3.84. Pero since wala pa talaga tayong nakikitang clear resistance other than this RSI, declining RSI. If magkaroon tayo ng breakout with buy volume above this 3.84, if let's say nagkaroon tayo ng buy volume above this area, ito sa area na yun, if may buy volume dyan, then I think we can actually long this up until $4.42. Pero hanggat sa hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng candle close above this area, then that is not a swing tradable opportunity yet. Remember guys, wag nyo papasukan ng isang trade not unless wala pang buy volume at wala pang candle close above the resistance. So in this case, tinan nyo, hindi pa siya nagka-close above the resistance, wala pa siyang buy volume above the resistance, so that is not yet a confirmed move. Always remember to always wait for a candle confirmation. Would you say na it's too late to enter GMT or good time pa rin siya given na breakout na po niya? For me, it's too late. So, mga ganyang movement, masyado nang late para sa akin Kung ako sa inyo, tingnan nyo na lang yung mga coins na palagi nagko-consolidate. Actually, di ba yung sa mga live natin dati, lagi ko sinasabi sa inyo na whenever na you are going to enter or invest into any coins, always look for coins na nagko-consolidate pa or either consolidating or bearish. In this case, one of the best example is actually itong Ethereum na, as you can see, we are actually pretty much bearish but we are seeing strengths and we are seeing bullish signals within the 4-hour time frame. But if we're going to zoom out, we have been consolidating for roughly almost a year na. And typically, movements like this na nagko-consolidate for a very long time tends to break higher and faster than the ones na nakikita natin like GMT. Si GMT kasi tuloy-tuloy ni packet niya, and as you can see in the daily time frame, if humabol ka dyan at nagkataon na nasabayan ka ng if let's say, tinry mong humabol kay GMT at the same time nasabayan ka nitong bearish divergence, then chances are possible na masunugan ka kasi if let's say humabol ka dyan tapos nag-play out itong bearish divergence, then yun nga, GG ka dyan. May ipit ka dyan sa movement na ganyan. So in that case, tuwing saan ka ba lang ba dapat bibili? Number 1, you should only buy when it's consolidating, and number 2, whenever the RSI is very low or let's say it's oversold sa ating bigger time frame. So just like Ethereum, as you can see, we are currently oversold kay Ethereum. So that is indicating na that is a good buying or investing opportunity with Ethereum. So ayun, yung mga areas na yun kung saan nagiging buying opportunity tayo, doon tayo pinakamaganda mag-invest sa mga ganyang coin. So in this case, Ethereum is a very good example of a good investment na coin for the time being. So that is take note for the long term. And tingnan nyo to guys. Kasi if we're going to look at this sa mga historical data natin, whenever na Ethereum is consolidating, doon tayo nakakita ng best buying opportunity. Ayun yung mga nagko-consolidate na movement, yan yung mga best time talaga para mag-invest and para bumili. And this is not only specific to Ethereum. You can also apply this to Axie Infinity. In fact, di ba, naalala nyo last year, gumawa tayo ng series of videos regarding Axie Infinity on how does the consolidation gives us massive opportunity, and paano ba natin pagkakitaan yung mga consolidation? Let's give you an example. So, kung ako tatanungin nyo, if maganda humabol sa GMT, hindi maganda humabol sa ganyan na paakyat. Humabol kayo sa mga coins na nagka-consolidate. Let's try to look at this example sa Binance. So, sa Binance ba ginamit natin? Hindi yata Binance yun eh. Axie, Coinbase. Hindi. Hindi ko maalala actually ano, Bitstamp or FTX. Pero, let's try to use Kraken. Hindi din. Binance US. Hindi rin. Pero more likely ito ata yun eh. Pero look at this. Tingnan nyo to guys. During these periods na tingnan nyo itong mga period na nagko-consolidate si Axie Infinity. So, let's try to go back in time yung mga areas na nagko-consolidate si Axie Infinity. Look at this. Yung mga ganitong types of consolidation na ganyang katagal, yung mga ganyang consolidation, dyan ka dapat usually nag-i-invest kasi dun more likely tayo makita ng talagang buwelo. So, ito yung mga ganyang movement na consolidation. Ito, tinan nyo pa, meron pa dyan dito. Ay, meron tayong isa pang consolidation kay Axie Infinity, which led to a massive movement to the upside. Natandaan nyo to guys, di ba nasabayan natin to nung breakout yan. At the same time dito din, nagkaroon din tayo ng massive consolidation dito. Ayun o. Andiyan pa kaya ating previous analysis eh. So ayun, nagkaroon ng previous consolidation. Tapos saka tayo nakita ng movement to the upside. So ayun yung mga ganyang movement. So if I were you, look for coins talaga nagko-consolidate. And then at the same time, remember na yung mga pinakang patient talaga sa crypto market, yun talaga yung pinakang kikita sa mga ganitong movement. Nakalong ka po ba sa BTC, Sir Gab? Yep, actually. So, sinabi ko naman kanina ano yung trade ko, di ba? So, yung trade ko dito, yung latest trade ko kay Bitcoin is ito. Pakita ko yung latest trade ko. So, yung latest trade ko is itong 4-hour time frame na bullish divergence as well as rising wedge. So, ang ginawa ko ngayon guys, yung latest trade ko, para kung gusto nyo lang naman malaman, ang latest trade na ginawa ko is, nag-open ako ng long position around the 38,200 or 38,400. And then, nag-set na lang ako ng stop loss just below 37,800. So, nag-set ako ng, lagyan natin yung long position na yan. So, nag-set lang ako ng long position around ito. 38.4, and then stop loss siguro around 37.8 or 37.6, 37.7, around that area. And then take profit area is yung mga sinabi ko kanina. Naglagay ako ng partial take profit area around the 30, I think that's around 39.9k. Yeah, 39.9k, 40.8k, as well as yung pinakang final target is the 42.5k. Nag-set ako ng mga take profit areas, limit sell around those areas, pero right now naka-long position ako dito. And yun yung aking latest trade kasi meron ako ditong yun yung sinusundan ko ngayon, which is itong 4-hour time frame na bullish divergence as well as this falling wedge. And take note, low leverage yung ginagamit ko dito para makapag-set ako ng malayang stop loss. At the same time, nag-set ako ng take profit area and para hindi ganun ka-stressful yung ating trade. And guys, if you want to take advantage itong mga movements na yan, yung mga ganitong trades sinasabi ko, or let's say gusto nyo gawin yung mga ganun trades, you can actually do that then. You can actually trade that with Bybit. And dito ako actually palagi nag-trade ng Bitcoin kay Bybit kasi mas mura yung Bitcoin trading fees. And as usual, if you want to claim bonus with Bybit, you can actually claim this up to $3,000 bonus. Kailangan mo lang mag-deposit dito up to certain amount para makuha yung ating bonus dito kay Bybit. And makuha mo yun if you're going to sign up with my sign up link na you can find in the description down below. So remember, this is a special offer sa ating mga followers. So if you want to take advantage of this, you can actually do this in the description down below. $37.7 is support if it was me around 37.6 SL ko. You can actually do that din naman. I think 37.6 is actually a good area nga din eh. Kasi may candle wick tayo dun around that area eh. Yeah, who knows, but For the short term, siguro in the hourly, let's try to look at this in the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame is potentially indicating a bearish divergence nga, a bearish pullback eh. But yeah, I'm trading for the 4-hour time frame and not the 15-minute time frame. Pero for the 15-minute time frame, may potential trend reversal indicator. In that case, we might see a pullback. And kumusta naman guys audio? Okay naman yung audio, no? First time ko actually gumamit ng no mic na setup dito sa laptop na to. No mic, hindi ako gumamit ng external webcam, hindi ako gumamit ng walang microphone, walang webcam, ano pa ba wala dito? Walang mouse, walang external keyboard. Literal na laptop lang to. And then, naka 4K resolution. Hopefully, natetest nyo ating 4K streaming ngayon and naka 4K live tayo ngayon. You can actually try that one out. And, ayun. So far, mukhang hindi naman naglalag, no? If di naman siya naglalag, I think okay naman yung live natin na ganito. And then, I'll do more lives like this na talagang dala-dala ko lang tong laptop na to. At walang ka-problem when it comes to streaming. Kuha kayo ng mga ganitong laptop, guys. If, let's say, you are into streaming talaga. Binabasa ko actually yung comment nyo dito. Ano mas good for spot wallet, sir? Solana or Luna? I think, i-prefer ko Solana. Kasi, of course, given na maraming NFTs revolving around Solana, I think mas prefer ko yun. Gab, what's your insight regarding BSW? No idea ako regarding BSW. I've never heard. Aside from TA, may chance po ba in the future, happy-aban mo po ng FA for the hodlers? Thank you po. Anong FA? Financial advice? Yung ba yun? Fundamental analysis? What type of FA? Not sure kung anong type of FA. What are the possible technical targets of GMT? O nga, no, hindi ko nasabi ata kanina. GMT USD. Let's try to go back with GMT. So, for GMT, let's try to look at this in the 4-hour time frame. Oy, nag-play na actually. Yung sinasabi ko kanina. Di ba kanina sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung next target dito is around the 4.4 US dollars. Well, na-meet na siya. Ngayon lang. But let's see kung aabutin niya pa yung area na yan. Pero 4.4 yung target natin dito kay GMT based on this movement. Pero wala pang candle closes. So, wala talagang confirmation. Mahirap kumabol sa ganyang movement. And look at this. Talagang may exact resistance tayo dito sa ating Fibonacci Retracement area. Pero 4.4 yung next resistance nito. If magkaroon tayo ng buy volume above 3.85, if may buy volume upon 3.85 as well as may candle close, then 4.4 yung more likely next target nito kay GMT. Yun yung tingin ko dito personally. FA is a no-no ata because we trade by data not by hype. Tama ba? Di ko alam kung anong FA tinutukoy nyo. Pero as long as that is not hype, then okay lang. Pero if hype yan, if hype related, then of course, di ko yun prefer. Ano laptop mo, sir, and how much if you don't mind? Gamit ko yung itong laptop na to is, anong ulit to? M1 MacBook, M1 Pro, yung MacBook Pro na pinakabago. 16 gig RAM, 1 terabyte. How much if you don't mind? Kaya na lang manghula, it's around 6 digits. Pero above 99 siya. If kung ako tatanungin nyo. ApeCoin. Sige nga, let's try to look at ApeCoin. ApeUSD. ApeCoin is actually consistently increasing. Pero this doesn't look good ha, kung ako tatanungin nyo. Kasi look at this. You can see na meron tayong certain support area. At the same time, meron tayong resistance area. And this is a rising wedge. And traditionally, a rising wedge is a bearish pattern to the downside. So, I think this should be a warning if I were you, kung ako tatanungin nyo. And siguro let's do an update video regarding this tomorrow. Pero, yun nga, this movement is typically a bearish signal to the downside, and rising wedge usually break to the downside. So right now, I would consider this as a warning for the time being kasi yun nga, that is a delikado yung mga ganyang movement na pataas na nagiging tight yung ating movement to the upside, at the same time nagde-decline yung ating oscillators. Let's try to look at the RSI. Look at that. Even though napataas yung ating price action ni Ape, pababa yung ating RSI sa Ape. So that is a traditional signs of a pullback or consolidation na dito. So yeah, I don't think na maganda humabol sa ganyan, but for now, that we are seeing a rising wedge, and that is typically a bearish signal to the downside. So yeah, that is a bearish divergence. Sarap i-sell short yan. True, sarap i-sell short itong Ape. If let's say magkaroon tayo ng breakout dyan, then bigyan ko kayo update. Tingnan ko nga kung pwede mo i-trade si Ape sa Bybit. Yes, pwede mo i-trade si Ape sa Bybit. So siguro if mag-breakdown to, ita-trade ko siya bukas or bahala na kung kailan. Pero yeah, that is a good tradable opportunity if let's say makita tayo ng breakdown dito sa Ape movement. Pero yun nga, in order for us to confirm that move, kailangan natin ng remember, we need a candle close below the support. At the same time, kailangan natin ng sell volume in order for us to confirm that move. Sir Gab, bukod po sa channel nyo, what other YouTube channels do you recommend po to learn more about crypto and crypto news? So, if you want to learn talaga regarding crypto, of course, yung una sasuggest ko yung Gab's Crypto 101 playlist ko, yung free playlist ko ng tutorials. Of course, kahit naman sino yung promote yung sariling content. You can actually check that in the description down below if you want to learn free analysis from our channel. Pero on top of that, I prefer Benjamin Cohen. Gusto ko yung analysis ni Benjamin Cohen when it comes to long-term movements, macro scale indicators. For the short term, dati ang pinapanood ko palagi si Satoshi Stacker. And then on top of that, nanonood din ako ng mga ibang nag-TA. Dati gusto ko actually prefer ko din yung pinaka-traditional na analysis na alam ko is yung kay Damon Carl. Yun talaga, if naabutan nyo si Damon Carl dati like around 2 or 3 years ago, yung mga analysis niya is super traditional talaga, like yung mga patterns, yung mga RSI, mga moving averages, ganun na ganun yung mga ginagamit niya dati. Yun yung pinapanood ko dati, si Damon Carl. So ako, masasuggest ko pa siya ngayon. Sadyang feel ko na ubusan lang siya ng content ngayon dahil consolidation yung market, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung analysis niya sa napapansin ko. So I think that is still good. Sino pa ba? Benjamin Cohen, Satoshi Stacker. Kung gusto mo ng hype, punta kay Crypto. Yun ang talagang hype yun. Sino pa ba? Coin Bureau kasi para more on siya, fundamentals eh. Pero okay din siya tingnan. Pero yun yung aking marirecommend na channels talaga if you want to learn TAs. Best indicators that you can recommend po. Best indicator na I could recommend is of course RSI. So, if bagon ka sa crypto market, the main indicator na gusto ko ito maaralan nyo is yung RSI. Pag-aralan nyo yung RSI. So, super useful nun. So, paano mo masasabi na valid yung isang pattern? Minimum na 3 touch po ba sa support and resistance? masasabi mo lang na valid yung pattern if talaga nag-form siya ng buo. So, ayan, if example, ayan, buong-buo yung kanyang pattern, then of course, that is a valid pattern. Pero if let's say ang pattern mo is hindi naman maayos, if let's say may iba magsasabi ito is isang head and shoulders, ito oh. May iba ginagawa head and shoulders to. Ayan, ito. May iba sasabihin, this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a shoulder. Okay, head and shoulders daw. That is not a head and shoulders. Remember, a head and shoulders pattern should be coming from a downtrend, and then saka pala mag-form yung shoulders, head, and then shoulders, tapos saka tayo makita ng trend reversal indicator. Ang head and shoulders ay dapat galing sa downtrend. And after that, after ng downtrend, dun mo dapat titingnan yung head and shoulders, hindi galing sa uptrend. Unlike ito, may iba gagawin na this is a head and shoulders daw. Hindi ganyan ang head and shoulders. Head and shoulders ay galing sa downtrend dapat. So, in order to understand kung ano ba yung valid na patterns at hindi, kailangan mo lang talaga i-memorize kung saan ba dapat nagkagaling yung pattern na yon, and then at the same time, you need to understand kung ano ba yung mga candle bodies niya, saan nagka-close yung mga kanyang candle bodies. For example, ito, you can see, nagka-close yung candle bodies niya within those certain support and ito resistance and then support areas. So, ganun yung way ko in understanding kung ano ba yung mga main support and resistance areas. RSIs plus support and resistance lang, pwede ka na pumaldo. Actually, true. Very true. Main points to study sa pag-aaral ng crypto po. Main point sa pag-aaral ng study ng crypto, paano main point? Like, ano yung main topic na gusto mo pag-aralan, or ano ba yung reason kung sa pag-aaral nito? By the way, guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat by clicking the $sign in our chat box. So, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation. Can you expound, sir, kung anong confirmation mo para i-short ang ape? Sige. Ito yung confirmation ko. Pakita ko sa inyo paano. I-remove natin yung drawing. Punta tayo sa early time frame. So, since we are trading for the early time frame, gawa tayo ng resistance, gawa tayo ng support. Ayun, support and resistance area. So, may support and resistance area. And then, in order for us to confirm if breakdown na ba siya or break out to the upside, kailangan yung ating next candle is dapat either nasa taas or nasa baba. Meaning, dapat yung candle niya is nag-close na, or dapat meron tayong candle sa taas, tapos yung next candle niya is doon na siya gumagalaw. Or if let's say nasa baba siya, if let's say nandito yung candle nasa baba, tapos yung sumunod na candle na nag-open is nandito na ngayon, then of course, doon ko makakonfirm yung move. Tapos, if let's say, ito na yung next sa kailangan mo tingnan, if ang nangyari dito is bumagsak, if let's say na-reject siya, bumagsak siya, at the same time, nagkaroon ng sell volume, maraming red candle sa volume natin, then that is for me a confirm move. Pero if walang sell volume, if let's see, nag-break siya to the downside pero walang sell volume, in that case, you have to watch out for different support areas. So in that case, if walang sell volume, you have to watch for different support areas. So ayun, for example, this is a good support area. Let's look for another support area. Ito isa pang support area. And then ito yung ating technical target. So if nag-break to the downside, traditionally kasi, ang target ng rising wedge is yung bottom of the wedge. So in this case, if this breaks to the downside, ang target niya is yung bottom. So which is ito around the $14. Pero if walang sell volume, ang magiging target mo is either 18.11, 16 or either $16.25. So, bakit yun yung target natin sa ganitong movement? Kasi if let's say walang sell volume, then it's more likely na pwede siya mag-lead into a fake out. So, if walang sell volume, pwede siya mag-fake out. So, if let's say ang nangyari is nag-decline siya to the downside, tapos walang sell volume, then possible na umakit siya. In that case, kailangan mo maghanap ng support area na para makapag-take profit ka sa inyong shorting position. So, in this cases, kailangan mo mag-set palagi na stop loss at the same time, partial take profit area around certain support areas if walang sell volume. So, always remember to secure your capital by setting a stop loss and secure your profits by placing a limit order around the take profit areas ng ating support areas if you're opening into a shorting opportunity. So, ganyan yung way of confirmation ko. Number 1, you must have a candle close. Number 2, you must have a sell volume. Number 3, you must look for different support areas. And number 4, you need to understand na you need to set a proper stop loss as well as take profit limit areas. Thanks, Carlo Anyunuevo, for the donation. Thanks for the daily TA tips, Kuya. More power to you. Shoutout sa'yo, Carlo. Meaning po ba ng nag-close kung sa 1 hour time frame dapat 1 hour candle mag-close? Ganun. Yep, dapat 1 hour candle. Dapat 1 hour candle siya. About sa Bybit Launchpad, profitable ba or need madami ka din holding? May bago sila yung lottery. Actually, naglo-launchpad ako lately kay Bybit and actually super profitable siya for me. Kasi kailangan mo lang naman mag-invest for a certain amount. And then pag lumabas siya, makikita mo naman biglang akyat. Yun nga lang, if I were you, if mag-launchpad ka, kailangan mo abangan yung kanya mismong launch tapos doon ka mismong mag-take profit. Kasi after nun, sabay-sabay mag-take profit yung mga tao. Diba? Nakita mo, yung latest na nilist ngayon, I think ang latest na nilist ngayon sa Apex, USDT, nag-pump siya ng 500% ata ngayong araw. I know, 500%. Nag-take profit ako around 48 around 0.48. So, either way, in profit naman ako dito. And, siguro sa future ko na siya gagawa ng video kung paano ba yung mga ganito. Kasi, baguan, hindi naman baguan, parang, ayoko i-promote pa not unless na nakasanayan ko na siya. Pero if let's say medyo okay na ako dito o tapos let's say maganda yung feedback ko dito, then gagawa natin siya ng unique video. Pero so for now, tinetesting ko pa siya and siguro gagawan ko ng videos in the future regarding experience ko dito. Pero for now, tinetesting ko pa siya at sasabihin ko sa inyo kung kamusta experience ko when it comes to Bybit Launchpad. And yeah, for me, as of now, profitable siya sa akin. Siguro ang kinita ko na dito is around 150,000 pesos in the past 2 months. 150, ganon. Rug pull na bang? SLP. SLP po, Sir Gab. Sige, let's dive into SLP. Start to look SLP USDT. Wait lang. Before that, bigyan natin ng update si Ethereum. Gusto ko lang makita kung ano nangyari ngayon kay Ethereum. So right now, ando pa din tayo sa falling wedge na yan. Shout out Ronya Laksaga. Baka pwedeng paslip ng pancake, swap, or cake. Sige, tingnan natin siya mamaya. But before that, let's try to look at SLP muna. So as for SLP, let's try to look at this in the daily time frame. Let's try to look at moving averages. So for now, wala tayong buy or sell volume actually kay SLP. Pero as you can see, we are seeing a lot of clear resistances around the 100-day moving average. And we have been rejected dyan multiple times. And unfortunately, nahatak to pababa dahil kay Bitcoin. So that is not a good thing. But for now, let's try to look at this in the 4 time frame. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI, it's actually indicating na we might see a bullish retracement. Kasi look at that. Price is declining while RSI is starting to increase. So those are typical signs of a bullish trend reversal. So I think that is something that you could actually watch out dito. And in that case, ang magiging target mo dyan, if let's say we are seeing that similar movement, you can see na meron din tayong falling wedge. Ang target natin dyan would be 0.1593, which is the previous high. In this case, this is a good swing tradable opportunity if let's say we are going to see a bullish breakout. So let's try to plot this in the hourly time frame. So I know. So either way, despite of it being very bearish for the long term, maganda actually swing trade itong si SLP kasi yun nga, bullish divergences do play out then. And typically, yun yung mga ganun na, yung mga ganyang movement, yun yung masarap i-trade, yung mga ganyang breakout. But yeah, siguro yung monitor nyo muna, and then if nagkaroon tayo ng breakout dyan, then that is a good long opportunity. Of course, may buy volume, then that is going to be a very good thing then. Pero yan guys, if you want to long or short SLP, you can only do that with Bybit. Dito kay Bybit. And if you want to claim bonus with Bybit, just use my sign up link na you can find in the description down below. And yeah, that is for Bybit. Crypto is too volatile and is correlated to Bitcoin. Mas maganda mag-spot na lang and set stop losses or sell short in overrated coins. Actually, kung ako tatanungin mo, mas prefer ko na yung mag-spot wallet talaga. Kasi ako, I'm an investor talaga rather than short-term traders. Diba, alam nyo naman yung trading profile ko. More either swing trader or position trader, meaning for the bigger time frame ako. And for me, sobrang volatile lang ng crypto. At I don't think na may magandang use. I don't think na parang di mo naman kailangan talaga mag-features dito kasi in spot wallet alone pa lang, pwede ka na kumita kagad ng 3 or 5% in basic movements talaga. So, I don't think na super halaga na magpumasok or mag-enter sa mga features or leverage trading sa crypto market. Kasi tingnan nyo, yung galawan pa lang ni Bitcoin, let's try to look at Bitcoin as an example. So look at this. Isang akit ni Bitcoin, ito oh. If let's say nag-buy ka sa spot wallet ng Bitcoin, tapos umakyat si Bitcoin ng isang araw, as you can see, kumita ka kagad ng 6%. So, tingnan nyo to. Spot wallet pa lang yan, guys, ha? Spot wallet. If let's say meron kang 50,000 pesos, tapos umakyat si Bitcoin ng 6%, so 1.06, meron ka na kagad 53,000 pesos, kumita ka na ng 3,000 pesos dun pa lang. Tapos if let's see paulit-ulit mo siyang ginawa, let's try natin siguro around 10,000 pesos lang. So let's see, umakyat si Bitcoin dito ng around 5.55%. So 10,000 times 1.05, meron ka ng 10,500. Kumita ka kagad ng 500 pesos. In spot wallet lang yan, guys, ha? Take note, spot wallet lang yan. Tapos binenta mo siya, nagabang ka inabangan mo ulit oversold yung RSI natin, such as those areas, yung bumagsak siya. Let's see, bumagsak siya, nag-buy the dip ka using DCA strategy. Tandaan nyo, DCA strategy is partial buy lang. So if let's say, bumagsak dito si Bitcoin, nag-partial buy ka ng 5,000 pesos, tapos umakyat siya around, ilang percent? Around 2.69%. So, yung 10,500 mo, so let's say around 11 to 50 or 5 to 50 times 1.0, ilang percent inakit niya? 0.269. Yung pera mo magiging 5,391 na, so kumita ka na doon. And then if let's say hindi mo siya nabenta, tapos let's say bumagsak pa lalo, remember, gumagamit tayo ng DC strategy, partial buy lang. So if let's say bumagsak pa siya dyan lalo, pwede ka ngayon mag-buy in dyan. In that case, meron ka ng dalawang position. If let's say bumili ka dito ng Bitcoin at 39.5k as well as sa 38.7k, so bumili ka dito ng 5,250 around 39.5k as well as another 5,250 around 38.7k. So in this case, magkano inakit natin dito? So let's say makita ng 10.6%. So ang mangyayari is 5,250 times 1.10. Yung 5,250 mo magiging 5,775. So 5,775, 'di ba? Ito naman yung binili mo dito, magiging 8% siya. So 5,250 times 0.849 magiging 5,695. So ang mangyayari is ang gross profit mo dyan is around 5,775 plus 5,695. Ang pera mo ngayon is around 11,470 pesos na. So as you can see, kumita ka kagad ng ilan yun? Around 1,470 pesos. So that is ilang percent yun pag tinignan mo siya sa capital mo divided by 10,000. So as you can see, kumita ka na kagad ng 14% sa spot wallet alone in just those basic trade. Wala pa siyang liquidation, hindi ka mawala ng pera, super basic lang na mga ganong movement, super dali mong pagkakitaan yung mga ganong movement. Ang kailangan mo lang talaga intindihin is yung RSI, kung kailan ba yung good and buying opportunity whenever na titignan mo yung RSI. So, tingnan nyo guys, di ba spot wallet lang yun. Pwede mo na siya kagad pagkakitaan yung ating volatile movements ni Bitcoin. And take note, Bitcoin lang to ha. So, wala kang masyadong trading fees if you're going to trade this on platforms na mura yung Bitcoin trading. So, if I were you, if bagon ka sa crypto market, mag-trade ka muna sa spot wallet. Kasi as you can see, spot wallet pa lang, super dali na. Pwede mo kagad pagkakitaan siya within those basic movements. 'Di ba? Pero ayun, 'di ba super basic ng super dali lang ng mga ganong movements. Pwede mo pagkakitaan yung mga ganong galawan sa spot wallet lang siya. Thank you po sa matyagang daily updates both sa YouTube and Discord, Sir Gab. You are very much appreciated by your community. More power to you, sir. Thanks, Paul. Hopefully may nalalaman ka. Good day, Lods. Oo, tama. Mas safe sa spot trading kasi pwede mo siya i-hold di tulad ng future na malaki ang risk at maliliquidate. True. Very true, di ba? Ano insight mo, sir, sa BNB? Next support 374, 375 na ba? Sige, let's try to look at BNB. Pero before that, gusto ko makita yung galawan ni Bitcoin. Ano ba nangyari kay Bitcoin? Let's try to look at my Coinbase chart. Still, nandun pa din tayo sa area na yan. Pero let's try to look at BNB USD. $374, $375, medyo malayo siya. I think, let's try to look at this in the 4-hour time frame para mas clear. So, in the 4-hour time frame, you can actually see na meron tayong clear support area around the anong area to? $388 up until the 379 $379. So, I think for now, ang kailangan mo tingnan dito kay BNB is between 379 up until 389. Kasi yun yung ating support area na nakita natin dito with BNB. And on top of that, siguro you can actually monitor, ano ba pwede mo monitor dito kay BNB? You can actually try to check out this falling channel. When it comes to the early time frame, yeah, not much to talk about within the early time frame, pero yun yung pwede mo monitor dito ngayon, which is ito, yung support na yan. And the reason why na magkaka-itsura yung galaw ni Bitcoin and as well as the whole crypto market ngayon is because of Bitcoin dominance. Let's try to look at Bitcoin dominance quickly. So as you can see, Bitcoin dominance is still moving sideways, so that is indicating na kung ano galaw ni Bitcoin, ganun pa din galaw ng altcoin market natin. And siguro gusto ko din pag-usapan yung logarithmic growth curve. As you can see, ito yung matagalan natin sinusundan. And right now, if we're going to look at this, we are still on track pa din. We are still playing within the support and resistance ng ating Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. And historically, this logarithmic growth curve has told us kung ano ba yung pinakang support and resistance areas nitong logarithmic growth curve as well as during a market cycle. So as you can see, we were able to determine the lowest point na ating crypto market as well as certain support areas as well as ano ba yung market cycle top. And I know, this na-determine yung ating previous market cycle top, and using the previous market cycle top in history, yun yung ginagamit natin ngayon in order to predict ano ba yung na magiging next market cycle top natin. And it's actually ranging between 180,000 up until the 200k na ngayon for now. And as you can see, the more na we are consolidating, the more na we delay the bull market, the more na tumataas yung ating market cycle top. So, dati ang market cycle top natin is ranging around 110, pero ngayon is ranging around 180k na for the time being. So, for me, it's still a good investment opportunity for the long term. So, if I were you, I would be accumulating more Bitcoin. And as you can see, we are still playing within the support and resistance area ni Bitcoin. Ayan o. So, right now, partial buy lang kung ako tatanungin nyo. Pero 'di ba, ito yung mino-monitor ko ngayon dito, which is itong green area na yan. If let's say mag-break to the downside ito, if let's say bumagsak tayo below this green area, then for me, this is an all-in opportunity for the Bitcoin price action. If let's say bumagsak tayo dyan, then I would invest halos lahat ng buhay ko dito with the Bitcoin price action if let's say bumagsak tayo sa green area na. Kasi look at this, in previous times, whenever na Bitcoin drops below this green area, then that is a very good long-term investment opportunity. As you can see, whenever na bumabagsak tayo dyan, Bitcoin tends to go up much higher. As you can see, this went up to 190%. Ito naman, this went up around 800%. Previous movements naman, you can see this one made a move of around 1,800%. Previous movement, ito, or siguro, ito yung ating first part, umabot tayo 500%. Ito naman, umabot ng 1,500%. So, as you can see, itong green area na yan, it's actually the best time to buy if let's say bumagsak tayo sa green area na yan. Pero for now, since di pa tayo bumabagsak doon, partial buy ang ginagawa ko ngayon around this area na yan. So, ngayon, partial buy muna using DCA strategy. Pero if let's say bumagsak siya dito sa green area na, then that is an all-in for me dito sa ating crypto market. Anyway, it's 3 a.m. na. And siguro let's end the live na muna for the time being. And hopefully sa mga next live natin, try natin mag-live sa mga magandang movement natin. And then, sa ngayon, test live pa lang naman to eh. Gusto ko lang naman malaman kung ano ba yung or kamusta ba yung output ng ating live streaming using this new laptop na ginagamit ko. And wala akong ginagamit na mic. As you can see, built-in mic lang gamit ko, built-in webcam. Wala akong ginagamit na external devices, just this. And gusto ko din malaman kasi if let's say nasa labas ako or wala ako sa condo ko ngayon, paano ba tayo makapag-deliver ng contents kahit walang equipment? At least ngayon alam natin na medyo maganda yung streaming output natin at maganda yung quality ng video natin. And in fact, naka 4K resolution pa din tayo ngayon. At least alam natin na kaya natin mag-stream anywhere as long as stable ang internet connection. But anyway, let's end the live ngayon and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night everyone and bye-bye for now.